What's up, y'all? How are you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Let me just go live over on IG too. Title, and we Gucci. All right, let's go. Let's go. What's up, y'all? How are you guys doing? Hopefully, you guys are doing great. Let me know if you guys can hear me over on Snapchat or not Snapchat. What the fuck? On TikTok. Hello. What's up, Brenda? ¿Cómo estás? How are you guys doing? I'm doing great. Hopefully, you guys are doing amazing. Seeing what you guys are up to, see what you guys are doing, make sure everything's working. About to answer some of these questions, so I'm just gonna let some people join up real quick before we start answering these questions. What's up, Mama Butt? How are you? How are you guys doing? Little Happy Bacon. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna start answering the questions here in a little bit. I'm just letting people join up real quick before we start answering. Shout out to everyone who's listening to today's podcast episode. Link is in the bio. Top 10 things you could look out for somebody who is being shady. Chris, what's up, bro? Chris Kutz, gonna see you tomorrow. No Diddy. What's up, Bell's Beauty? How are you? Myra, Yesy, ¿cómo estás? Nikki, Pantsu, ¿cómo estás? How are you guys doing? Glam, Love Cat, how are you? How are you, handsome? What's up, Art? How are you? Art 71, Mom. Olgan, Ellie, how are you? We're gonna start answering some of these questions here in a little bit. Hola, what's up, Mini? How are you? Unforgettable. Yes, sir. Gotta get that clean cut. You know what I mean? Looking all scrub. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Joanna? ¿Cómo estás? What up, Mang? How are you, Jonathan? How are you, Jessica? ¿Cómo estás? How are you guys doing? Gonna start. I'm live over on TikTok and on IG. I'll make sure I'm getting these correct. What's up, Misty Rosa? ¿Cómo estás? What's up? What up, Verito? I friended this guy on Facebook. Oh shit. Go on with your bad self. What's up, Melody? How are you? Hey. What's up, Rosy? ¿Cómo estás? Delmita, how are you? I'm doing great. Hopefully, you guys are doing amazing. We're about to start answering some of these questions. Get a cut and grab a fresca. What's up, Libram? How are you? Because of you, I've started buying those frescas. That was the first time I ever had one of those. Them shits were fire. I didn't mean to leave. Hola, what's up, YNF? My ex want me back, but I'm already... No, move on. Exes, we don't go back to exes. What's up, Art Mom? How are you? Hola, YNF. Hi from San Antonio. I love you. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you, girl. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. All right, so we're actually going to start to get... Yeah, everyone loves me. Hey, those frescas were fire. I ended up buying some just because I tasted them the first time over there. So, I got to grab another one tomorrow, But right now I got the... Is this I always forget what this is. Is it a Stanley or is it... Oh, it's a hydro jug. What's up, Clary? How are you? All right. Kara, what's up, girl? I'm going to start answering some of these questions. Just a heads up, I probably will miss your comments. You guys can talk amongst yourself. But the thing is, I try not to look at the comments because I get distracted and I forget what I'm going to answer. Let me get that hoodie. You know the vibes, girl. What's up, Adi? Babe? Girl? That's my girlfriend, by the way. Let me get that chain. Now we just asking for stuff. Oh yeah, a lot of barbers actually want this chain. You see how it's that razor blade? Hey. Anyways, I'm going to start answering some of these questions. Let's get into the first one. All right, hold on. There's this guy that I find attractive, and I want to make the first move for a while, but I feel like I might scare him off. Should I send it? Absolutely send it. There's nothing wrong with shooting your shot. You know what I mean? I want your cap. Everyone's saying they want my shit. Look, this cap is actually fire though. Shoot your shot at the end of the day, because instead of just fantasizing if this is the person oh, I wish I can see myself going on a date, being with this person. Just shoot your shot. What's the worst he can say? No. You know what I mean? The worst he can say is no. Guys get rejected all the time. Girls probably get rejected. I don't know, depending on who he is. But you never know. Also, you never know that maybe this guy didn't even know that you were into him like that. So, and it could lead to something. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot, because sometimes, maybe they didn't even realize it. And so, here's the thing. If you shoot your shot and it's a no, then you're going to stop fantasizing about this person, right? You're going to be like, oh, man, should I do this? Should I message him? What if? Nah, just go for it. don't live with what ifs. I would rather shoot my shot, and if I get rejected, you get rejected. You know what I mean? So, next question. I teach a fitness classes, and student asked me out for coffee. I gave him my number, but when I went to another teacher's class, she was talking about him, and she creeped her out. I didn't get that impression, just that he talked a lot. Do I still go out with him? I mean, just because you didn't get the ick from him doesn't mean, maybe it's something that he said or did and she got a weird vibe from him. And if you didn't get a weird vibe from him, then, then go for it. But also you have to ask, like, what's the weird vibe you got from this person? You know what I mean? Like, what was it that he said? What, did he do something? Like, what was the weird vibe? What if it was just like, oh, I didn't like how he said a certain word, or you know what I mean? Like, and then you'll be like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? I'm gonna still go out with them. So, because sometimes somebody's ick is not always like everyone else's ick. You know what I mean? So, again, depends on what it was. Like, what was it that he said to her to be like, oh shit, all weirded out by it? Like, what if he was like flirting with her too? Then you're just like, all right, this dude's trying to get whatever he can. So, all right, next question. Am I recording this? Hold on. Let me just make sure I'm recording it. Yeah, it's recording. It's recording because I'm going to post this on YouTube. I post them on YouTube afterwards. Do men care what color has made unrealistic expectations? Those girls get their stuff bleached. I don't think it's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's an issue because when you're already in that moment, you know what I mean? Like, you're going for it. Like, the guy's not going to be like, whoa, what the hell? What is this? Like, why does it look like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a problem. Anybody in the chat, has any guy complained about the color of the cat down there? I don't think I would complain. You know what I mean? Like, I think the only time I would complain if it was like a little musty, you know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't smelling the greatest, then okay, maybe that. They bleach because they're nasty. and it's true, like, some of these videos online set unrealistic expectations too, you know what I mean? Not just that, like, and just a bunch of different other things. So I don't think it's a problem. Again, I don't know if you've had a person, people in the chat had said no over on, what is that, TikTok? Real men just love pussy in general, girl. That's what I'm saying. Like, real men just love it. Like, it don't matter. Like, what's up? Just as long as there's no funky smell, that's all that matters. All right, next question. Advice for tips, long distance relationship. It's both of our first time and we're lost. Thanks in advance. Absolutely. Oh, I haven't even answered it and I'm over here. Hey, oh, you're welcome. I would just say, like, one of the pros about long distance relationship is that you have to talk with this person more. You have to get to know them a little bit more, and like, you're gonna find out if this person is really interested. Because small talk gets old real fast. You know what I mean? Like for example, my girl, she lives almost 4 hours away. We're able, like, we still talk every day. We FaceTime every day. We keep it interesting. We go to see each other, and also the conversation about like somebody moving too. It also happens. It shouldn't be long distance forever. It shouldn't be long distance for a long time, because some people think that it's just long distance. No, like, if you're getting into a long distance relationship, that long part is going to have to change, at one point, and not later. This is going to be early on, like when you can. It's either you have to move over there with him or he has to move over closer to you. One of the things. But the cool thing is, you also have to be confident and secure about yourself, because if you're not, you're going to assume your partner is with somebody else all the time. Long distance are fun, but just don't fall in love. You can fall in love. There's nothing wrong with falling in love with somebody far away. That's the beautiful thing of, like, meeting somebody like somewhere else. I've said it before plenty of times. I would never date anybody from Idaho Falls. Like, that's where I used to live. And just because the shit was ghetto. You know what I mean? And then as soon as I moved, I was able to find somebody different. Obviously, you guys, most of you guys already know. So, but there's nothing wrong with long distance relationships. Absolutely not. All right. See, I love this guy, and he lives 4 hours away. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with long distance relationships. You just have to remember they have to like somebody has to move at one point. Uh, I won't date in my hometown either. Honestly, I like it because it forces us to take things a little slower. And see, that's if you guys haven't followed her, she's over on the IG chat. Go ahead and give her a follow. Uh, like it, not only does it force you to take things slower, but it also forces you to get to know that person a lot more because again, when somebody's not interested, the small talk gets boring really fast. I don't even know why I'm wearing this. Like I don't have music on. Like I'm over here like waving it around, pulling on my ear. Uh, but yes, again, they're not for everyone either. So I'm not saying like, oh yeah, definitely do it because it's not for everyone. So just a heads up. All right. So next question. I had a crush on this guy back in high school. We had been friends forever, kept in touch all the time, and hung out here and there. We are now in our 30s, and we hooked up a few months back. Fire is all I have to say. Can't believe it took us this long. I just really loved the friendship we had. But see, here's the thing. Like, yeah, I'm sure it was great. The thing was like being intimate was fire. Now, do I think it would ever go back? Like, say it doesn't work out between you guys. Do I think that friendship is gonna go back to how it used to be? Probably not. So you also have to like realize uh, that it's probably not gonna go back to that anymore if it doesn't work because now you guys exchange those type of energies. You guys been intimate and things like that. So now it's probably not gonna go back to that friendship is not gonna go back to it being a friendship because again, you guys been together. How do we send anonymous questions? So once a month I do anonymous questions live. I'll post it up on my Instagram. You can ask questions there. But the questions are already closed off. You can send a message like a DM to my TikTok or IG, and I'll screenshot it, cut your name out, and then I'll eventually record those videos for those. But for the live, it's already cut off. That's why you got to be following me on IG. Anyways, next question. I've been on and off with an ex-boyfriend since high school, and now I'm 28, and he keeps coming back every time. But when he comes back, he ghosted me. What? Girl, stop taking him back. That's why he keeps coming back. He keeps coming back because you keep taking him back. Like, you have to... don't be taking him back. Like, I don't know why you guys be taking, like, these dudes... Like, he leaves, he comes back. He leaves, he comes back. He leaves, he comes back. And the reason he keeps coming back is because you keep letting him come back. That's why. So what about us that don't have an IG? So if you don't have an IG, just send me a direct message because like I have TikTok on this side and I have IG over here. Like, so if just send me a DM, a message request, and I'll screenshot it and I'll remove your guys' name. By the time I record the video, I forget who asked the question. So hi from Kansas City. What's up, Flurry? How are you? I don't have an IG. I keep forgetting TikTok's on this side. IG's over here. I was like, you're on IG though. So anyways, next question. 3 top turn-ons in a woman. Now, to me, I think the first one is obviously a smile. That's the biggest thing for me is like a girl has to have a beautiful smile. The second is they have to be like another turn-on. I would say just be spicy. Like, who doesn't like a girl who's spicy? You know what I mean? Like, without having to show them to be spicy. You know what I mean? Like something... and then the third one for me is like their communication because if they know how to talk, like have a conversation with you, I think that's a huge turn on for me. Oh, confidence. Yeah, confidence. I like that one too. Someone who's confident because obviously you guys know she does like Ariana, she does content as well. And like she's very confident in her videos, you know, and she does videos. And I love that about her is that she's pretty confident on the videos. And so that was like a huge turn on for me. So how can I make it work for me because I want to be with him? Like how? What do you mean? I don't understand. Anyways, next question. Why is my ex-husband so petty when it comes to co-parenting? We're currently going through a divorce and he's the one that called it off. There was another woman. I filed, but here we are 2 more years later going through the divorce and I can't even co-parent in peace. He gets petty, short temper, and that's what happens. You know what I mean? Like, there are some guys, you guys seen it, like we've been through all the questions. Some guys are petty. They'll prolong the divorce. They'll say petty stuff. They won't want to let you go. You know, I think I just look up narcissistic. Absolutely. I think I posted a video just a second ago, like not that long ago, about how like some guys don't want to let you go because they don't want you to be with another guy. Like they don't want you to be with another guy, you know. And that was something that I struggled to like years ago with my ex. I didn't want to separate. The relationship was done. I just didn't want to leave because I didn't, just the thought of her being with another person, I was just like, fuck no, that is not gonna happen. So that could be why. Why do boys block you after a breakup? It's just petty. Like they're trying to cause a reaction. They're trying to, they're trying to cause something. Hey, how are you? It's been a while. What's up, Becca? How are you? It has been a while. I mean, we still be going live every Monday and Thursday, so definitely check us out. Hold on, it's because I'm trying to not to lose my train of thought here. Question for Ari: how to deal with mom guilt? What if your son hates the person you with? Now, this is gonna be perfect for her to make a video about, because she's answered it before. So I know you're seeing this over on IG. If you haven't followed her on IG, definitely follow her. I'm gonna ask her to make a video for you guys that had like in relation to that. That way you can get her perspective, because I can't answer that for her. So I'll definitely have her make a video for you guys about that one. Next question. Is it weird if a guy before the first date says he made up his mind and he wants you only for the rest of his life, girl? Have you heard of love bombing? Have you heard of like trying to love bomb you in the beginning, give you all this, make you romanticize them, and then just like turn after a while? I would be pretty cautious, because if they're starting to love bomb like that in the beginning, because how do they know? You know what I mean? Like, you guys haven't even met in person, and then how does he know? How do you know like your vibe is gonna be there? Because it's different. Like you can have a conversation with somebody, and it go great, right? Because some people are super confident over text message, but the moment you meet up with this person, it's like a whole different person. Maybe they're super shy, really weird, awkward. You get creeped out by them. You know what I mean? And like, you should be creeped out at the fact that he's saying like, hey, you're gonna be mine the rest of your life. I'd be like, bro, we haven't even met. We've just been talking over social media. So yes, it's terrible. It scared the shit out of me, it scared me. Hey, what's up, Scorpio? G-Man, what's up with all the crying faces? First live I see, and I love it. Hey, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you. Every Monday and Thursday we do lives, and then once a month I do the questions, like the live questions. And if you guys miss it, the live questions, I record the whole thing, and then I'll post it on my YouTube too. So definitely check it out there. Anyways, next question. Sorry if I'm not reading your questions. It's because I'm trying to stay focused here. I'm trying to. Hooking up with the same guy since the end of February. He asked if I want more or if I'm bored. Told him I know he doesn't. So why the questions? I want more, but not with him. And see, that's something you need to have a conversation with him. Like, if you're not looking to have anything serious with him, just tell him straight up. You know what I mean? Because I think somebody there is catching feelings, and I think it's him. You know what I mean? That's what happens when you have like a friends with benefits or a sneaky link for too long. Somebody usually catches feelings, even though it may not be, it might be them. It just depends on the season of life that you're in. And what I mean by that is sometimes we're in the season of like, I want a partner. I'm looking for somebody. I'm going to tell you I'm not, like I'm looking for a friends with benefit, but like maybe deep down in their conscience, they're looking for somebody, you ignore my virtual hugs, Scarface? Absolutely not. Virtual hugs all the time, bro. Sorry if I missed your comments again. Sorry if I miss them. What's up, Shell? How are you? So see, that's why I don't answer comments, because like now I lost my train of thought. I forgot where I'm at. Anyways, I'll go into the next one. Short version. Know him 10 years plus, 10 years friends. Came to a point we were both single. Gave it a shot. I backed off too much too soon. Communicated that he stopped talking maybe 5 months. Reconnected. Gave it another go after maybe 6 months. There are no labels and no relationship vibes. I'm just a situationship. Absolutely. See, this is why, like, if it didn't work out the first time, what makes you think it's gonna work out another time? You know what I mean? Like, if you're having a bunch of issues in the beginning, it made like pay attention to that. Like if you're having like, oh, he's leaving, I'm leaving, we're not talking, this is happening, this he ghosted me, like X, Y, and Z, that is a problem. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see. Hola, what's up, Handita? How are you? I forgive you, Scarface. So totally see, okay. I'm gonna stop answering the question or the comments because I lose my train of thought because I'm trying to read the comments because I want to be like interactive with you guys, but I lose my train of thought when I'm trying to answer questions. So, next question: why a guy lie about his ex wife saying so many lies when all she did was help him and she was the one with the money? All these girls believe him and even harass me to let him go while the divorce is in process. It's not easy. He has no remorse at all and is messing with them with no hat. Why a guy lie about his ex-wife saying so many lies when all she did was help? Well, see, here's the thing about like divorces and separations. Things can get messy. Things get like out of hand. You know what I mean? And so that's why like you have to be careful who you get into a marriage. Like if you guys were unhappy before the marriage, what makes you think that the marriage is going to help? You know? So, I mean, that's first things first. But like if you go, and I've seen it, like it should be a red flag if the person you're talking to is just bashing their ex. Because either one, like, who knows, like, what if you guys don't work out and he's going to be talking just as much shit, or he's not over that person, so that's why he's like talking so much shit about his ex or like whoever the case may be, and it could be that he's not over this person. So like that's another red flag. So just pay attention to those little things whenever you're talking to somebody. If you're talking to a person and they're just bashing and bashing and bashing their ex, you know what I mean? Like, are they over him? You know, like I don't think you rarely get anything from me like about exes unless I'm talking about something and like the story pertains to that. So anyways, next question. My soon-to-be ex-hubby is already dating multiple women at the same time. I know it, and it hurts a lot. He couldn't perform with me for 7 years, but with them, he has no issues. By the way, he lies to them like they're the only one. LOL. I heard he talks so bad about me. All I did was give him kids, and all I did was to give him a home. I can't have kids. See, of course, like, just remember, like, there's nothing you can do or say that's gonna make him stop. He's going to keep talking. He's going to make you seem like you're the bad person. But at the end of the day, they're going to find out how he is as a person. And, you know, it goes to show, like, how he is, you know. Like, and you can't, he's going to talk shit. He's going to make it seem like you're the bad person. And, of course, he's going to go mess around with a bunch of girls, you know. And he's going to say the same BS to each of them to try to get with them. At the end of the day, that's not your problem anymore. Just brush your hands off, girl. You got rid of the trash, and that's all that matters. You know, now you just need to focus on you, you know, and what's the best for you, and just completely separating from this person because you saw how he is, how he like the type of person he is, the character and everything. So, like I said, just brush your hands. You're done with him. Let him go do his thing. And if he continues to talk bad, it just says a lot about him, you know. And because if they're talking a lot about you, it could be that they're hurting somehow. You know what I mean? So definitely just get by. You know what I mean? Is it a turn off when a girl has a long or Flappy lives down there? No, absolutely not. Again, a guy, like, if a guy's into you, he's gonna be into you. Like, no matter, like, as long as the hygiene is there, like, everything is good, trust me, the guy is gonna be into you. Like, whether you have some extra lips, you don't have lips, like, whatever the case may be, maybe it has a little bit of extra weight down, like, it does, maybe it's a little different color, it's okay. Like, a guy who is into you is gonna be into you, and that's, you know, girls are different, just like guys are different. Guys come in different sizes and different shapes, you know, and girls, sometimes they're a little different too. So there's nothing wrong with that. So I think you don't need to worry about it, and just the right guy, or most guys, don't care. Hi from Vegas. You ain't from fucking Vegas, bro. Where do we send questions? So to send questions for this live, it's already closed off. I feel like when you're self-conscious about it, it's more obvious that they turn off. Confidence is fucking sexy. Absolutely. You got to be confident. Everybody, guys, girls. Again, like if you have, like for myself, I was so like insecure about the scar right here on my face for the longest time. But then one day I was just like, I can't do anything about the scar. Like the fucking scar is there. So obviously, like you can tell, that's what I go by now. So you just gotta embrace it, accept it, be confident, and the guy's gonna be like, hell yeah, give me and all those lips too. You know what I mean? All right, next question. Is it bad that I just go into a relationship after I just ended with my ex 8 months, 2 days ago? With my ex of 8 months and 2 days ago? I mean, the reason I would say it's bad, it could be bad, is that like you haven't given yourself enough time to heal. You know, like how do you know that this next person is not just a rebound? You know, you may just love how this other person is making you feel, or you just might be that person that's able to move from person to person. You know, but sometimes I feel like people need breaks. You know what I mean? Like maybe take a small break, take some time. But if you're happy with the person that you're with right now, then obviously, you know, keep going. But sometimes, like, whoever is looking to break up with their man or, like, whatever the case, I would recommend just taking some time. Even though, like, say you meet somebody and they make you feel great and amazing, maybe take a little bit of time. You never know. Because, like, what if you're not, like, taking time to heal? 8 months isn't enough time, and 8 months really isn't a long time either, too. But again, everybody has like different attachments, like types, and maybe they got really attached to this person. All right, hold on. If you're a girl slash baby mama, Effie showing her hidden pictures. What? If your girl slash baby mama is showing her hidden pictures, what do you mean? Is she's showing her hidden pictures to you? Or she's hiding her hidden pictures? Like, I don't understand the question. Anyways, next question. Oh, shit. Already read that one. Hold on. Let me delete it real quick. My best friend and I have been effing for now 3 years. This was supposed to be a friends with benefits, but he'd been jealous of who I talk to or think I'm talking to someone. I'm not, but I know I've caught feelings for him. I told him how I feel. He told me that at one point he had feelings for me. Why be jealous? Girl, because he's trying to keep you there. Like he doesn't want you to go anywhere. Like he doesn't want you to go talk to anybody else. He wants you there, just right there for him. He doesn't want you to go anywhere. Of course, it's okay for him to go other places and talk to other people. And him telling you that he had feelings for you at one point and no longer does, why are you still there? Like if you're looking for something, clearly he's not going to give you anything serious. He said he's not going to give you anything serious. So why are you still there? You know, he said he was being serious with you at one point, but not no more. Girl, you got to dip out. Here's home. You know what I mean? So if your girl slash baby mama refuses showing her hidden photos, is that a sign? I mean, maybe. Like, also, like, did she give you a reason to look through the hidden photos? Like, I had no idea that. Well, some people say that, but I don't have any hidden photos. Like, if you have to get to the point where you have here's the thing. If you have to get to the point where you have to hide photos, that's a problem. That's a red flag. To be 100% honest, I have no idea how to do a hidden photo like album like on iPhone. No idea how to do it. Do I need to do it? Absolutely not. Okay. If you have to get to the point where you have to learn how to hide photos from your partner, that's a red flag. You know what I mean? Like, why is she hiding photos? I'm not saying she's doing anything. Why is she hiding photos? So, hold on. Somebody else had a question. Is it cheating if date or be with someone else? Subtext, you had that split up, but still legally married. I mean, if you guys are, like, here's the thing. I say it's okay because, like, sometimes it takes a long time to separate, even though you should wait until this fully divorce is final and everything. But if you guys are not living together, or if they're not living together, they're separate, like they don't even talk like that, like they're just trying to get through the divorce, okay, I get it. It makes sense because sometimes these divorces take a long time and maybe one person is holding up the divorce, you know? So it could be that. Now, if they're living together, no. If the, because like, no, if they're living together and and it's just recently that they filed for divorce, don't be the rebound. That's all I'm saying. Don't be the, excuse me, don't be the rebound. All right, let me go into the next question. Is it weird that I love to go down on my man? I don't know anyone else who loves it like me. I know somebody. It's the power of knowing I bring them to the weakest and most pleasures points. I know somebody. And she's over uh, on the IG side. And that's good that that you love to do that, because there's obviously guys who really do appreciate that. And I had no idea it was like such a huge turn on until somebody got mad at me for not letting her just enjoy her time down there. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just saying. But I just saw this. Adi had a good point. I have the hidden photo sections. We be sending too much filth these days, and kids watch YouTube Kids and mama's phone. That makes sense. I'm not saying we're sending each other a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying like that makes sense. But yeah, the whole hidden photos thing, yeah, that makes sense. I understand that. But if she's not wanting to show you that album for some reason, you know what I mean? All right, next question. Oh shit, what? Oh, we had a similar question. Is it a turn off when a girl has long or flappy lips down there? Absolutely not. Get a little bit of confidence. Okay, we already talked about that one. So if you missed that one, go and watch the replay. I get really wet fast, and I get so insecure when my man is and sounds like a fart because I'm so wet. I don't know if it makes sense. It sounds like you're playing with water. Is that a turnoff? I get so shy. He keeps, girl, no. When it starts sounding super wet like that's a huge turn on. To me, that's a huge turn on. And sometimes, like when you're going and you're pushing air in there, the air got to come out at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's more of a just like, oh, cool. Like, I know what's happening here. Move past it. You know, like, no, like to me, the wetter that shit, like if I have to be down there in a life jacket, the better. If I have to be down there and like freaking with a floaty or something like that, goggles and trying to, you know what I mean? The better. Okay. Like if it's dripping all over the place, the better. So definitely it's a good thing that, and again, you know, on the flip side, there are some guys who find that disgusting, and people are going to be like, they'll be like, who is that guy? Yeah, absolutely. They're broken. Okay. Right. But there's some people who find when a girl gets super wet a bad thing. And I actually know somebody, he's a buddy of mine, from a while back ago. He actually finds it disgusting when a girl gets super wet like that. Why? No idea. That shit is hot to me. But that's why I'm saying, like, those guys come very few and in between. It's guys usually like it when a girl gets super wet, because if they're getting soaking like that, like waterfall type of vibes, it just means maybe they're doing something right. You know, that's how I feel. So, and I'm sure other guys feel similar because, you know, obviously we're somewhat similar. So, anyways, next question. Hey bro, just got out of a 19-year relationship, so I pretty much have no game. How do I get back into the dating world? Seems like women are more too picky in what they want, especially being a single father, early 40s. Thank you, brother. Just being confident. You know what I mean? Like, be confident. Also know what you want, you know, and just know if you start dating some of these girls who are like super young, remember where they're at. They're probably in their party phase. You know, what were you doing about that age? So also think about that. And then just go to places that you like to be. You know, like if you like to go to certain things, like certain concerts, certain events, lowrider event. You know what I mean? Like there's different stuff to do, different events. I'm not saying they have to be those necessarily. And you might run into somebody you like that's doing something similar. You know what I mean? And you could also try dating apps. Dating apps work for some people. Like, even though they get a bad rap, they work for some people. And I think they work more for a guy looking for a girl because, again, if you're a single guy looking for a single girl. When it's flipped the other way, a single girl looking for a single guy, you know, there's some married guys on there. There's some guys in relationships. So I would just say the same with girls. Just focus on you. Do your thing. Don't feel like you need to jump into the next relationship. You know, when you're not looking for somebody, that's usually when you find the right person. You know, it's funny, like when you're not, I say that all the time, when you're not looking for someone, somebody falls into your lap, then you're like, where the fuck did this person come out of? But they're amazing. No homo, that beard is fresh. What the secret? Well, one, you have to have a great source of protein from a female, you know, the juices to come out and all that stuff. It fertilizes it and moisturizes it and conditions it. Second of all, you have to have a good barber who knows how to clean it up, cut it up, and make it look great. I'm actually going to go see my guy tomorrow, Chris. He's actually on the IG chat. I don't know if he's still in there, but I'm going to see him tomorrow morning. He's going to line me up, make me look all good. And so I love the quality of this live. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. I invested a lot of money into this equipment. So I'm glad you guys appreciate it because, again, I want to give you guys the best live possible. I have my mixer over here, my mic over here, my light over here. I'm using my good camera over here. I have this system where I can put questions and stuff. I can put music up too, but IG and TikTok be sensitive when I be playing music, like, because it plays it clear. It's not like in the background or anything like that. So, and there's a lot more things that it can do. I'm going live on IG and TikTok at the same time right now, which is really cool. Not a lot of people can do that with the same feed. So, but thank you. I appreciate you. Little comments like that make me, I'm like, all right, I'm doing the right thing. Anyways, next question. Is it ever okay for a girl to make the first move, or will she just seem needy? No, absolutely not. It's okay to shoot your shot, but the only thing I would say is that you got to be careful, because if you shoot your shot with a guy, sometimes they might feel like, damn, she wants me, like I'm gonna hit, you know. That's why, like, if you shoot your shot, invite them to like some coffee, a lunch or something like that, like to hang out that way. Not to like something at night, you know, or don't be like, hey, I'll come over, or hey, come over to my place or something like that. You know, do something where they know it's not like a hookup type of situation. And the reason I say it works because I know this couple back in Idaho that the girl really liked this dude, and so she decided to shoot her shot. They're married. I think they've been married for like 2 or 3 years now. So again, you just got to be careful that. Because sometimes they might think that, be like, oh shit, this girl wants me, totally gonna smash. You know, there are some guys that would think that. But then there's also those guys that didn't know that you saw them like that, and they'll be like, oh shit, I didn't even know she was into me like that. You know what I mean? So, for example, like when I go to the gym, I'm locked in. Like I don't even realize something. Back when I was in Idaho, some people would say like, hey, like I saw you at the gym and you didn't even wave, and I'm like, oh shit, like I don't even remember, because sometimes it may look like I'm looking at you, but like I'm deep in thought in something, and I'm just staring, but in reality I'm just like thinking of something, right? But that's what happens when you're at the gym. I get locked in and like whatever I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Like I'm thinking of something, whatever the case may be, what I need to do, what's going on, like, and things like that, and I just start thinking, oh, I need to make this, I need to edit this, you know, and I don't even realize that I'm just like looking off. And I could be staring straight at somebody and not even know what I'm looking at. So, next question. Again, sorry if I miss your guys' comments. When I do these questions, I tend to miss a lot of comments because I try to stay focused here. All right. I was seeing this guy for a month and he ghosted me out of nowhere, but still follows me on IG and sees all my stories. What does that mean? It means absolutely nothing. Or it just means he's probably keeping tabs on you. Because I mean, I'm sure some people on here have gone on a date with somebody and they continue to follow you on IG, or you continue to follow them on IG and stuff like that. And you guys watch each other's story, you know? Sometimes when I'm going through stories, no joke, I'm going like this. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, you see me tap, I'm just like, so technically I'm not even looking at stories. I'm just like scrolling through, you know? But it can, on the flip side, that's why there's no right or wrong answer. It could mean that he's just keeping tabs on you. Oh, it was a thing. Maybe he just keeps you making sure that you don't talk to any other guy, or be like that you're interested in another guy, and things like that. If it's bugging you too much that he looks at your story and likes your stuff, just block him. That's all you gotta do. You know what I mean? Like, just block them. And then, bye, gone. You don't have to worry about it anymore. I agree, some people post too much. Hey, I post all the time. How are you liking the winter in AZ? I actually love it. It feels great outside. At night, it gets a little nip. I say a little cold, but I've been in cold. But when you get used to like hotter weather, the cold, like, it hits you. You know what I mean? Because I'm getting acclimated to the warmer weather, and so when it does get a little cold, I'm just like, oh shit, like what happened here? It's a little cold out here. Just because you get so used to the warmer weather. So, all right, next question. I can't seem to let go of a person I've known for 10 years. We always end up reconnecting. That's your first problem. I know it's an emotional attachment. The S is good, and when we're together, we do couple shit, but he will never commit. What the fuck do I do? I've tried blocking him, and I just always go back. That's why he keeps coming back, girl. That's why. You just literally answered your question yourself. That's why he keeps coming back, because you let him keep coming back. The more you let him come back, like leave, come back, he's gonna keep coming back. So what I would recommend is, like, no matter what, if he comes back, just stop. Like, don't even be like, I know he just gonna end up leaving. He's just gonna use me to hook up, and then he's gonna leave. You know what I mean? So you just have to, like, learn at one point that you're just being used. Like, let's be honest. At one point, he's just coming back to get what he needs, and then he dips out. And then once whatever he dips out, like, he comes back, you let him come back, does what he needs to do, and then dips out again. And the more you let him do that, the more he's gonna do it. You know, even if he gets in a relationship, and if you still let him come back and hit, he's gonna continue to do it. So just you just have to tell yourself, like, when is this gonna stop? When am I gonna stop letting this happen? You know, and think about yourself. Like, if you're looking for something serious, somebody who's gonna be consistent and steady with you, it's clearly not him. You know, and so what you need to do is, like, stop letting this guy stall you from finding the right person, because you keep gravitating back to this person. It doesn't matter how great the S is. What happens if he ends up getting a relationship and you wasted all this time because you thought for some reason it was going to work out with him, and now you're just like, fuck, I wasted all this time thinking something was going to work out with this dude. He ended up finding somebody else. So come on now. Or is he a fearful avoidant attachment style? It could be that. But he clearly said that he's not looking for anything like serious. So he's basically saying he's just there to hook up. Like, I'm just here for a good time. We're not going to be here for a long time. So basically what he's saying. Next question. How are things at the new job? Almost 4 months there. Is it going good? It's going absolutely great. Hustling, grinding, even like with that, like ultimate blue collar. That's what you see right there. It's been going great. Everything's been going great. And then especially with the social media, I've already held one social media class. I'm going to hold another class. It's going to be called, I'm calling it how I made over 6 figures on social media. So if you guys are looking to turn social media into a business, make some money, some income, a side hustle, if you follow me on IG, I'm going to be holding that class, and it's only limited spots. Like, the last one was 15, and that was it. Sold out. So the next one is only going to be probably 15 too, and I'm going to cut it off. And yes, these are paid classes, by the way, just because I put together a bunch of stuff, and if I'm going to spend time putting the stuff together, I'm going to, like, you know, obviously it's got to pay off somehow. So, but I definitely, and I want to help people too. So let's see. All right, next question. What does it mean when a guy says she's the type of girl you cheat on your girlfriend with? What does it mean when a guy says she's the type of girl you cheat on your girlfriend with? You should have asked for a PowerPoint presentation on what the fuck that meant. It could mean that maybe that girl's a good-looking girl, and that's the type of girl that you cheat on your girl with. But here's the thing. Here's the funny, hilarious thing. Most of the time when these dudes be cheating, they be cheating on somebody who's not as hot, or like not even close as beautiful as their current girl. You know what I mean? So, like, because usually when somebody's good looking, they're probably not gonna like want to either cheat with you, or it's gonna be harder to get them to cheat with you, you know, and things like that. So next time someone just take this. Next time someone says something really stupid to you, just tell them to define it. Be like, so what does that mean? What's the definition of that? What is the definition? That's the type of girl that you know, and I'm guarantee you that they say some dumb shit. So in my opinion, she is good looking, but assume she is willing. Or that's true too. Like it could be someone that is someone easy to get with too. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be good, like good looking. It could also be that it's somebody like that just hooks up with everybody. You already give free advice all the time, so thank you. Hey, no, thank you guys. If you guys follow me on IG, TikTok, like especially on my IG stories, I try to share whatever I can. People, when they ask questions, I try to help where I can. But hey, thank you, Chris, for the gift. But I do hold these classes that way to help other people, because social media is weird, you know, and some people don't realize how easy it is to actually do, or how you can monetize it too. So start listening to your podcast on YouTube. Hey, thank you, Alexandra. I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone who listens to the podcast every Monday, new episode. I've had Adi on some episodes. Hopefully she'll be on a lot more as soon as she moves over here. And then every week, new episodes. This weekend, we may have some different guests. I may have another guy that I'm going to be asking some TikTok questions to. So definitely stay tuned, because I know you guys want me to ask other guys questions as well. Start listening to your podcast, and it followed you as well. Hey, Jen, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Like, you guys just listening and giving it a thumbs up or a 5-star rating. Thank you. That's all I ask for. You know what I mean? Like, wherever you guys listen to it, give it a thumbs up. If you're on Spotify or anything like that, give it a 5-star rating. Leave a review, please, please, please. It helps a lot. You know, Lalo, I'm going to be doing a podcast with Lalo, but I don't think I'm going to be doing the spicy questions with Lalo, because obviously he's in a relationship right now, and I don't want to be like disrespectful to his girl. You know what I mean? So from California, hey, what's your podcast? So it's called Uncomfortable Convos. Link is in the bio. Like, if you click the link, it'll take you to the homepage. You can click on whatever platform, YouTube and things like that, and you'll be able to listen to it from there. So if you want to watch the video version, like I said, YouTube, it's linked in the bio. Or if you guys just want to listen to it wherever you listen to your podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, you name it, wherever the podcast, you can listen to it. My podcast should be on there. And it's all linked in the bio, so definitely check it out. Okay, thanks. Absolutely. All right, so next question. All right. I love when my man is dominant, but how do I tell him I need more? And I mentioned it before, and it's still not enough. He's too gentle. Tell him this next time. Be like, yo, like, are you going to be more dominant with me, or do I need to find somebody else to do it? And I guarantee you he's going to be like, boss. No, just have the conversation. Be like, hey, like when you're in the moment, be like, grab me like this, or like do this, like bite me, do this, like coach him in the moment, you know. Don't wait for him to do it, because maybe he thinks he's doing it like he's being dominant and doesn't want to hurt you, you know what I mean? But just be like, kind of like force him to do it. Not force him to do it, but like if you want him to like give you a hand necklace, grab his hand and then put it there, and then just like you even squeeze it. You know what I mean? Like, do things like that. Or like if you're doing it a certain way, you're like, pull my hair, spit on me, bite me, slap me, poke me, twist my nipple, you know, like titty twister. I don't know, like what you like, do something. But just maybe I would recommend telling them to do it in the moment, not like after. And just be like, hey, let's go over what happened today. Be a little bit more dominant, you know? So. All right, next question. My ex keeps asking me to get back with him, but no matter how many times I say no, he doesn't stop. I suspect it's because I haven't dated since him. How do I make it clear I'd rather be single for the rest of my life than be with him? Girl, first of all, if you're done with him, why don't you have him blocked? Block his ass. Like, if he makes a fake profile, the more you respond to him, the more of hope you give him. You know, even if it's just like, stop fucking messaging me, to him, that's like, she responded, there's a chance. But if you block him, makes a fake profile, message you, you block that one, don't even respond. Like, I wouldn't even respond, and it goes and doesn't get the point, you block him. And if he doesn't get the point, like, it makes another one, block him. Just no response at all. And I guarantee you he'll stop. He'll get to a point where he'll just be like, fuck this, you know, like, she's not even answering. You know, so stop letting him come back. That's the problem. It's obvious you like the attention, girl. It could be that too. You like him chasing you. But if you don't like him chasing you, cut him off completely. And if you have kids, okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Deanna. If you guys have kids, if it has nothing to do with the kids, do not respond. If they're like, hey, how's your day? No response. Hey, like this, and this, no response. Hey, like, did so and so get to class? Did they go on the field trip? Oh yeah, they went to the field trip. They did this. Hey, so how are you doing? Don't you know what I mean? Like, if it has nothing to do about the kids, you don't respond. You know what I mean? That way he learns is like the only way you're gonna message him back, even if he's petty and says some disrespectful shit, you don't respond. Because if they really, they'll get to the point where they want to get petty and say some disrespectful things for you to respond. They'll be like, well, stop being such a, and X, Y, and Z. Because I had a one-on-one with and that was happening. Like, she was already with somebody else. And her ex was just like totally disrespectful. And that's because she like would react to it. Like, stop calling me, stop telling me that. I'm not, you're having a conversation. He was disrespectful, and now you're having a conversation. That's what he wanted. So unless it's about the kids, do not respond. Like, whatever they say, and finally, if they mention, hey, did so and so get to school? Yeah, he got to school. Oh, like, so how come you're not answering me? Don't answer. You know what I mean? So, does that make sense? All right, next question. How do I get my man to compliment me more? I'm postpartum. I feel horrible about myself. I need more from him. Now, this is something that you definitely need to have a conversation with him. Be like, hey, like, after I had the kid, I feel like you don't like me as much, or like, what's going on? Because, like, they should understand that after a pregnancy, like, some girls start feeling like that. You know what I mean? And a lot of girls feel like that afterwards. They start getting that postpartum depression, insecurities, all sorts of stuff. And just tell them, like, hey, like, do you still see me this way? Like, why don't you compliment me? Like, yeah. And then just explain to them that, like, after having a kid, you start feeling insecure because your body has changed, and maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he's gonna be like, oh shit, like, I didn't know that, like, she felt like that, because some guys are dumb. Let's just be honest. Like, some guys and they'll be like, oh shit, I didn't know you feel bad. Like, oh, my bad, you beautiful girl. You know what I mean? And in their head, they'll be like, well, everything's great because, like, it's been great. So sometimes just having that conversation, like, have that uncomfortable convo of how that makes you feel. And absolutely, that's why I love the podcast, because we have those uncomfortable convos, because you need to have those in order to strengthen the relationship or actually get to the point of what's the problem. Some people just want to, like, avoid it and hope their person eventually figures out that this is bugging them. If you just go along being like, I'm bothered, but I'm not going to tell him why I'm bothered. No, tell him, So, all right, next question. Sorry if I miss your guys' comments again. When I do these questions, I try not to pay attention to the comments because I get distracted and I forget what I'm saying. It's happened several times already, so I'm focusing right now. Sorry if I miss your guys' comments. All right, so my husband and I have been together 17 years, finally out of postpartum stage, and I'm willing to try all and any new things to make it more fun and exciting, which I'm super into. However, I have no clue what he likes. I've tried a few new things, and he sort of says, I really don't like it. That sounds kind of fucking broken to me. But maybe just, like, slowly getting into there. You know what I mean? Like, maybe adding some sort of, you can start with, like, the honey, the chocolates. Maybe you can be like, hey, I saw this position on, like, TikTok. They were talking about doing this, doing that. Slowly start to see what he likes. Or maybe ask him, be like, hey, like, I'm trying to be freaky with you, boy. Like, what do you need? Like, what is something that you wanted to try? And you can basically say, hey, like, no, like, whatever you want to do. If we haven't done it, we'll give it a try. You know what I mean? Because, like, we'll give it a try. And if we don't like it, never do it again. And you never know. What if we love it? Get some kinky games or something. Absolutely. Thank you, Darcy. Get some games too. There's plenty of games, spicy games that you can get, like the card where you pull something. Hey, you got to do this. Hey, you got to do that. Like, and like it makes it for a good experience. Trip to the S store. So I would say trip to the S store, but some guys get really intimidated by going to that store. They feel kind of weird. They feel like they're getting judged. You know what I mean? Like, or what if here's another one. Like, some guys will go in there and be like, see the things they use to play with themselves, you know, are way bigger than they are, and so they get a little insecure about it, and they're like, oh, like, so depending on the guy, they might not want to go into the store just because they get insecure, or maybe they're just like embarrassed by it because let's be honest, a lot of guys don't want to talk about that stuff, or they're gonna be act a certain way going into. They might even get mad going into the store. They'll be like, "I told you I didn't want to fucking come." You know, trust me. I'm sure that sounded familiar to some people. Okay, so I would slowly start including stuff like games, or maybe even like shopping online, because if you maybe shopping online, you can get stuff without him actually going to the physical location. You know what I mean? So and there's different ways you can go about it, you know, and just straight up asking him like, hey, like, is there something you wanted to try? I'm down for whatever you want to do. If we haven't done it, let's give it a try. And if we don't like it, then guess what? We ain't got to do it no more. All right, so next question. I've hooked up with this guy and he is smaller than what I've had before. I don't care because I rocked my world, choking, hair, pulling, and everything, but he has trouble with it. What the F? So if he's having problems with it, he should go get his problems fixed. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a simple, like, hey, go get your hormones checked. Or, again, like, maybe he's having problems with it because he's on some sort of medication, some sort of drugs, you know? You never know. Maybe that's how you find out he's on drugs, is that, you know? So, I would just recommend, if he's having issues with it, oh, fuck, the fucking TikTok is going to shut down for some reason. How is it going to shut down if I'm right here? Anyways, I'll start it back up. I don't know why TikTok is saying that it's going to shut down for some reason. But trust me, if it shuts down, I'm going to go live. It says in 5 minutes, but I should be done before 5 minutes. So, completely forgot what I was saying. See, this is why. All right, we're going to do one more. Do guys get offended if you suggest using a toy since I'm not getting off? Now, don't tell him that. Don't tell him off. Don't tell him that he's not getting you off. Maybe include, because if you tell him he's not getting you off and you want to include the toy, he's going to be like, what the fuck? He's going to feel insecure. He's going to be embarrassed by it. So I would just say, include the toy. Be like, hey, like, I want to include a toy when we're doing something. Do this to me, you know, make it feel like, be like, you already make me feel amazing, but let's include this. Maybe that's a way to go. Or just coaching him to help you get off. You know what I mean? Like, why are you letting him get away with that? You know what I mean? Like, if don't let him get away without, you know, you being intimate and you're not getting yours. So why would you let him, you know, get his? So, but that's a conversation you have. Like, I don't know how long you've been with this person. So of course I can't say, you know, like, hey, like, this is what you got to do. I would just tell him that you want to include something. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with telling him, hey, like, let's add this just because I want, you know, like, maybe tell him that you want to try something new, try something different. Like, there's nothing wrong with telling somebody like that. That great answer, include the man, let him know you like it. See, and that's what I would say is, like, include him in it. Don't tell him that he's not getting you to that point if you don't want to, because he may feel a certain way by it. But if you tell him, hey, like, you already, like, let's add this to make it great. And then when he finally gets you there to that point, he's going to see that he's like, oh, shit, like, this is her. Like I like getting her to this point. Because that turns me on, is getting, like, making sure she has a great experience. Like, that's a huge turn on to me. That's a huge, like, it turns me on, like, a lot. And so maybe him seeing that, because me seeing her, like, get to that point, I'm just like, oh, fuck, like, this shit, like, it turns me on, right? So it could be something like that. So definitely try to include him. All right, so we'll do another one because it's counting me down over here. Been talking to this guy for 3 months. He's 7 years older than me. I thought everything was going great between us. We were supposed to meet up on Sunday, but he canceled since he had to go out of town. Sure. Now he has his phone on DND. Sure. That's since Sunday till now. Like, the fuck is going on? I don't know what that means. that means he absolutely doesn't want anything to do with you. If you like, he canceled on you, he put you on D&D. It could be that he canceled on you because he got caught with his wife or his girlfriend. He put it on D&D because he doesn't want you to like message him, or he went out with a different girl, is out with a different girl, and doesn't want you to interrupt that. It could mean a bunch of different things, but definitely something happened. If he canceled on you, put you on D&D,